Hi, jewells68 here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, April 29th. The month is almost over, and I'm looking at my to-do list over here on the wall, and I have a line drawn through pillowcases, Jennifer birthday craft, which got mailed yesterday, and she'll receive tomorrow. Her birthday was actually yesterday, and March birthday blocks, those got mailed last Friday. And garage sale, which I ended up shifting until this weekend. So I'm actually having a garage sale this weekend. My sister and I are. And I have the paper piecing vintage. So really, the March and April paper piecing vintage is the only thing I didn't get to this month. I'm pretty glad. I mean, I kept my to-do list pretty short, and I'm glad I did, because I made me feel a little less stressed out about stuff, and I got to have fun working on Jennifer's birthday present, because that was something I've been working on off and on for like the past 5 to 6 weeks. So, and I kept thinking, oh, I got plenty of time, and then suddenly it was a week away, and I went, ah! So what else has been going on? The Project Linus annual social was this past weekend, and I did go, and I'm really glad I did, because we got to hear from several of the organizations that receive our blankets, and it was really nice to hear, you know, how they get used and how much they appreciate what we do. Just a, you know, a nice, and the brunch or not pastries really, but the brunch, they were like breads, were donated by Great Harvest Bakery, so yum. And then they also provided, nicely enough, some like string cheese and lots of fresh fruit. It was great. So that was really nice to get together with everybody from the whole greater Albuquerque area that managed to be able to come. The group I belong to meets once a month. There are some that meet every week at the senior centers, and we're all part of the same chapter of Project Linus, but we each have our own little group that gets together and works on Linus stuff together. So it was nice to see so many people and to hear those stories. And there were also door prizes. And guess who won a door prize? Me! Right here. In fact, it's still tied with a ribbon. Which I'm going to try to get off right now while I'm talking to you. But so by the time my little ticket number got called, there wasn't a whole lot left. So out of the books that were left, I picked this 2-book set. They're both from Rodale's Successful Quilting Library, and one is Sensational Sets and Borders. And I was thinking of, you know, I have this little thing that I pieced that I showed you last week. It needs a border before it can be big enough for even a baby quilt, so maybe I'll do something from that. And then the other one is Drafting and Design Simplified, which, I'll be honest, I would probably be more likely to do it on the computer, so I may or may not keep this book. I really picked this set because of the book about borders, so we will see. And then we also had little prizes that were wrapped on the table, and I won one of those prizes, and it was this lovely crocheted bookmark. Isn't that pretty? And so, yeah, that was pretty fun. And the best part is I got to unload granny squares. They have sort of a free-for-all. They call it shopping. We're going shopping for donated items at the end of the event. And from what I understand, this is the first one of these I've been to, because I've had other things going on. But from what I understand, they can be pretty crazy, the stampede to get in there. So it was very organized this year. I didn't think it was that bad. So maybe this was like an improvement. But anyway, so I only grabbed a couple of little partial skeins of yarn from that. But there are ladies that go in there with shopping bags. You know, the little old ladies, some of them are on fixed incomes, and this is where they get a lot of their supplies. So I fixed up those granny squares that I showed you, and in the little bags, I made sets for boys, or unisex, or for girls. And so I got those labeled and stapled so that they wouldn't be opened. And I made sure those made it onto the donation tables. And I didn't stay very long at the end. I just popped in there, grabbed a couple of bright skeins of yarn, and left. But I noticed before I left that 3 out of the 6 packages that I had brought were already gone, so yay! And I wasn't taking anything home, so I left before they tried to send it home with me. Which means that each one of those packages had at least 30 granny squares in it. So that means that was like over 180 granny squares out of my bag. Sadly, I still have a pretty big bag of granny squares sitting here, but I'm just going to kind of ignore it for a while. I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else going on because I can't show you Jennifer's project because she hasn't received it yet. So I guess that's it. Everybody have a great week. I'm looking forward to watch your videos, and I will see you next week. Bye!